Welcome to It's Not Rocket Science. Strap yourselves in for the world's first supersonic car.
You appear to have reinvented the wheel.
Romesh gets his taste buds round the food of the future.
I was expecting chips, and now I've got to stick my tongue between two electrodes. I don't remember signing up for this.
And I face a firing squad of flaming arrows.
Whoa. Surely they're not going to be firing arrows at me. Now that really scares me.
I can't wait to see a flame-grilled Miller.
Oh, you're supposed to be vegan.
I thought you were supposed to be my friend.
That's your problem, Ben. You think too much. But for starters tonight, I'm sampling some altogether different dishes as I take my taste buds on a trip to the future of food. Scientists have been muscling their way into the kitchen to try and change the way we taste our food. And today, I'm here to experience a menu with a difference. Can a group of scientists play games with my mind and my taste buds?
I'm here to be convinced.
First to enter the restaurant and put my palate to the test is Dr. Hannah Critchlow.
I have your prescription.
I'm going to be honest with you, I just want to put it out there, it doesn't look great.
This is a common or garden lemon.
Yeah, I'm aware of them.
And I want you to take a big mouthful of this.
That tastes... It was sour, and I started to feel resentment towards you for making me eat it.
Now I want you to try one of these. I'm going to offer you the second part of this lemon. Something else might happen now.
Oh, my God! That is delicious.
This little tablet here causes an activation of a little sweet receptor, which is on your mouth, sending an electrical signal all the way to your brain saying, woohoo, I'm tasting some lovely sweet stuff.
I'm in lemon bliss. Lemon, to me, now, right now, tastes like heaven. I love the taste of lemon more than I do my family and friends. It's incredible.
Now that I've deserted my loved ones for lemons, it's time for my next course. Served by Professor Charles Spence.
First off, I'm going to ask you to taste the cup of coffee and then think about how sweet it is. Where 1 is kind of a very bitter, unsweetened coffee, and 10 is a very, very sweet coffee.
I'd give it like a 5, I guess.
A 5?
Yeah.
OK.
Next, the professor thinks that by playing tunes in my ears, he can change the flavours on my tongue.
I mean, I wouldn't buy the album, but I listened to the single. That tastes like a 1 or something.
OK.
Like, that's bitter.
OK, so finally, I would like you to taste the coffee on your right.
This is lovely. This is sort of blissful, like I'm at the beach. I reckon that's like a 6.
OK. Would it surprise you if I told you that all 3 cups of coffee were identical?
How could that be? It's incredible. I can't believe how different... They tasted so different.
But for the final meal of the day, I've been promised a national favourite, chips, courtesy of Galang Andy Pradana.
So it's a different type of chips, isn't it?
I want you to put your tongue in between 2 silver electrodes.
I was expecting chips, and now I've got to stick my tongue between 2 electrodes. I don't remember signing up for this.
Now I'm going to send a taste
Yeah.
to your tongue. So are you ready?
You're sending a taste from
Yes.
that.
Yeah? It's a lemony taste. And
Yeah.
you can also adjust the intensity and making it stronger right now.
Oh, yeah. It's really yummy.
I'm sending a certain frequency
Yeah.
to stimulate your tongue to taste a particular taste.
That was crazy. My taste buds have been absolutely battered. They don't even know what they're tasting anymore. I feel like a very large lab rat in a very posh cage. If that's what they can do now, what can they do in the future? We might be eating stuff and we've got absolutely no clue what's in it. I'm thoroughly confused.
Now, let me get this right. So sound can actually change the taste of something. Is
Yeah,
that right?
I almost didn't believe him, but it's 3 coffees that are identical.
Yeah.
Just purely because of what he was playing through my ears, the coffee tasted different.
So are they already using this in restaurants?
Yeah, apparently they're, like, using it in restaurants to sort of enhance the dining experience.
I mean, what would your dinner taste like if you're listening to One Direction?
I imagine it would taste of regret.
OK, so here's a question. Romesh, how do we taste things?
Well, I think I can feel this one, Ben. It's your tongue, mate. Can you just see?
Wrong. Actually, most of what you taste comes from your nose. The way that we really enjoy food is from smell, OK? And I can prove it to you. OK, Romesh, can you take that for me? It's actually a handy shoulder strap there.
Oh, thank you, mate. It's lovely.
Put on. And Rachel, this
One for
one's for
me.
you. If you'd like to come over here
Right.
to the audience.
OK, are we going to be tasting bins?
In a sense, this isn't really a bin anymore. It's what I call a flavour cannon. What it's going to do is we are going to fire deliciousness all over this audience, and I'm therefore going to prove that it's your nose that gives you most of the sensation of taste.
OK.
OK, so on your...
You ready for this?
On your marks.
Wait
3,
for it. I
2,
can smell it already.
1, fire.
I'm going to aim. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Can I ask, what are you sensing there? Perhaps we should get a direct hit on this gentleman
A
here.
nice, close one. Here we go.
Curry?
Of sorts, yeah.
Yeah. Rachel, can I demonstrate it
Hang
for
on.
you?
Oh, for me? Or do you have to?
Here we go. You ready?
Whoa! Yeah. Pickled onion and curry.
Pickled onion
My
and curry.
favourite. So it's not the most pleasant smell.
Can I put you out of your misery? That is, in fact, chicken tikka masala. Yeah?
All right, that's pretty close. It's
mean,
got onions in it.
That's
Got
the
curry in it.
worst of all of the curries, mate. Like, why didn't you go jalfrezi or something? Serious question, is it vegan? I don't want to have inhaled a chicken.
Yes, it's vegan, and it's gluten-free, and it's nut-free because it's smoke.
Oh, OK, no.
OK, next course, Romesh.
Yeah.
Are you ready? On your marks, 3, choose your victim.
Here you go, over
2,
here. Get ready.
1, fire.
Oh. Hold on, I don't think you're getting it.
You were focusing on your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first it was berry, and then it was gross. It was like, oh, too much. But I think like a berry smell. I don't.
A berry smell. What do you think, sir?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That's kind of ruined my fun because that is correct.
Oh, strawberry.
This is strawberry flavour. Very good. OK, so Rachel has the chicken tikka masala. Romesh has the strawberry. You've had your mains. You've had your dessert. Now it's time for the next course. Bring on my flavour cannon. Right, everyone, get a load of this. Open those nostrils.
Can we have a go? Hang on.
Yeah,
And
come
we're
on.
going to get into position.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Any thoughts, anyone? Blue cheese is exactly what it is. Yes, no meal is complete without the cheese course.
So my hair now smells like chicken tikka masala and blue cheese.
Listen, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat cheese, so I'm getting strawberry to take over, mate. So have a bit of that.
Don't start me. Don't
Okay.
start me.
Oh, dear.
Oi!
It's really kicking off now. OK, while the boys act like mature adults, I think it's time we took a break. Coming up, we'll be meeting a robotic surgeon.
So this is the main robot. It's called Da Vinci.
So has this made you really good at computer games?
Not as good as my children are, but...
Load the arrows!
And Ben will be staring death in the face,
If this goes wrong, I'm going to get hit by an arrow.
all in the name of science. It's not rocket science. Everyday operating theatres are full of people putting their lives in the hands of surgeons. But in Newcastle, some patients are choosing to put their lives in the hands of robots. Here's how. If someone told you that robots and humans were working together to perform ultra-precise surgical procedures, you might think it was something from a science fiction movie. But in here, that's exactly what they're doing. I'm at the Freeman Hospital in Newcastle to meet their head of robotic surgery, Professor Naeem Sumro. He's agreed to show me just how medical robots are changing the face of surgical procedures forever.
So this is the main robot. It's called Da Vinci.
And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 arms.
Yes.
So you're going to attach the tools into
Yes.
these?
And they'll go into patient's body, and the patient will be lying over there.
Right.
We have different kinds of instruments which can be interchanged.
OK, so your traditional scalpel and laser?
No, they are much more complex instruments which I mainly use for robotic surgery.
Right. How much movement does this give you?
This actually, robotics allows us more movement than our human hands can do. We are able to work in areas like inside the body cavity, inside the chest, back of the throat, in the pelvis, which human hands can't go.
Wow. During an operation, man and machine work seamlessly together. A skilled surgeon controls Da Vinci's limbs using precise movements.
These are my arms, and I have these two systems which I use with my fingers. They are used to control the robot. So by movement of my fingers, the robot moves inside the human body.
To get to grips with all of Da Vinci's microscopic instruments, it takes a surgeon around 6 months of training.
One arm is used for the camera.
And what kind of camera is on there?
They have got 3D camera, so you can have a 3D vision.
3D vision?
Yes. I use this paddle to move my camera close and zoom in and zoom out.
So the camera's operated by your feet?
That is correct.
So has this made you really good at computer games?
Not as good as my children are, but...
Well, I just met the robot Da Vinci, and now I'm going to go meet the man Ian, who today is about to go under the robotic knife. Ian.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How's
Pleased
it going?
To meet you. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for letting us come and
You're very
see you
welcome.
today. So it's quite an important day for you.
It is, yes.
So tell me what's about to happen.
Well, I've had a bit of bad luck. I've got cancer in the kidney, and I've met my professor, Mr. Sumo, who is actually doing the operation, and it's all robotics and that, you know.
Did you have any apprehension at all?
I was a bit taken back, and I was thinking, how can it be done? But technology is amazing today. There was nothing like that years ago, I can assure you.
Well, you'll be glad to know I'm not operating today, but I will be carefully observing.
And I'll be putting my trust in all the robots.
It's time for the operation to begin. And Professor Sumro has agreed to let me watch him remove the tumour from Ian's kidney. And now Da Vinci is being moved forward. It does kind of look like a robotic spider. A little bit intimidating. And he's already making incisions. With robotic surgery, only very small incisions are needed to get inside a patient's body. This means a much quicker recovery time and a much smaller risk of infection. What's really impressive is the speed of the operation. The professor's hand movements are so quick, so precise. Each Da Vinci machine costs around £1.5 million. This might sound expensive, however, more traditional cancer treatments, like radiotherapy, can cost even more. The surgery time is also greatly reduced, meaning more patients than ever before can benefit from life-saving operations. So far, the operation is focused on getting to the tumour and cutting it away. And now he needs to remove the actual tumour, and he's going to remove it in one piece. So it's going to go inside a bag so that as he removes it, there's no contamination. Well, the operation has just finished, and from what I could see, it was a huge success. It was absolutely fascinating to watch the professor at work. He made it look so easy to operate that robot. I know Ian was so excited before he went into surgery. I can't wait to show him what he just went through. Incredible. I absolutely loved watching that. I've never seen a surgery before, but I just couldn't believe how quick it was. He was straight in there, making incisions with a robot as if they were his own hands, and they can actually do things that, as he said, that hands can't do. So you want to turn your wrist, you turn it like that. The human hand can't go any further. With the robot, you just take your hand off, instruments stay in place, and you carry on. And it's allowing surgeons to do surgeries they could never do before.
How many hospitals have that kind of
Well,
technology?
they are quite expensive. They cost £1.5 million, so around 20 hospitals in the country have them. But they do improve patient outcomes. I mean, much shorter recovery time, less risk of infection, things like that. So they are, in my opinion, worth their money.
Do we know how the patient's actually doing?
Well, he's actually here today, so I can ask the man himself. Ian, thank you so much for coming. So good to see you. I mean, I met you just before your surgery.
That's correct, yes.
And you were so excited.
I was, yes. It's the first time I've actually seen it myself
And
tonight.
how does it feel to have seen it?
Oh, absolutely amazing. Absolutely, totally amazing. After the operation, it was only 2 days, and I was out of hospital. And I got to see Dr. Sumo in 3 months' time.
And how is your recovery going?
Absolutely fabulous.
Oh, well,
Can we see your scars?
You certainly can. You certainly can.
Yes!
Straight to the nitty-gritty. I mean, they're tiny.
That's it.
Was that what you were expecting?
Basically, well, I didn't know what to expect, actually.
Yeah. And what would you say to someone else that's having to go
Oh, I
under
would advise them to have it. God almighty, it's the cleanest way. It's saved bedtime for the hospitals.
And I hear you become a bit of a robot fanatic.
I
since.
am, yes. I watch every scientific show.
Really?
Now. Yeah, definitely.
But your wife loves that.
No, she got no.
Well, congratulations. I'm so
Thank you.
pleased to see
Thank
you here,
you.
nice and well, and thank you
Pleased
for
to see
joining
again.
us.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Ian.
OK, so here's something you've never seen before. I have here a burning fire and a burning question. Is there any way that I can put this out without spraying it with chemicals, throwing something over it, or putting water on it? Any ideas?
Just hope, blow it out.
Yeah, wing and a prayer.
A wing and a prayer. Well, I have here the future of firefighting, and it's all about the bass. To show us all how, please welcome from Washington, D.C., Mr. Viet Tran. I have literally no idea what happened there. What on earth did you do?
So, sound is a type of pressure wave.
Yeah.
And these pressure waves agitate the oxygen molecules in the air. And once oxygen is displaced, the fire goes out.
So you take the oxygen away from the fire?
Yes.
Using the sound waves, using the pattern of pressure in the sound waves.
But what comes out of the actual machine?
So it's a low-frequency sound that creates vortices to put it out.
The sound is swirling, right? That's what a vortex is, isn't it?
In a way, yes, it's swirling. It kind of looks like a smoke ring if you've ever seen one, but
yeah.
It's a bunch of them in sequential order.
Hang on a minute. I'm sort of distracted by the enormous speaker stack here.
Yeah, just something I'd knocking about, Ben, actually. Now, basically, you know, I was very interested, you know, very impressive, but I reckon I can do it better. Because it's just bass. I've got a bigger speaker system, and I'm going to generate the bass. That's... Light it up again, mate.
OK.
Are you ready?
There you go.
Fire, go out! Fire, go out! Wow, wow! Wow, wow! It's not rocket science! Whoa, please! Please!
I think that was some pretty fly MCing, but you haven't killed the fire. You have definitely killed the atmosphere in the room, however.
Yeah,
Viet, would you show him how it's done?
What has actually happened there, first of all, I don't know if the speakers are set to the correct specifications, but also, I actually did sort of soften the flames down with what I was doing, and then old Glory Boy steps in with his little device there, finishes the job, and all of a sudden, no, we're done!
Yeah.
I nailed it, mate.
Well, whatever you say, I'm still not going to call you in an emergency, Romesh. But thank you so much, Viet Tran, for coming in. That was absolutely incredible, and good luck with your invention.
Thank you. Coming up after the break, I have flaming arrows fired at my head.
And with a little bit of luck, some of them will hit him. See you soon.
I hate these places. Every time I come somewhere like this, I have to do something horrendous. Ah, hang on. Cut out of me, made by someone who thinks I'm 5'6". Ah, it's a tablet. Due to gravity, two objects dropped at precisely the same moment will fall at exactly the same rate. You will test this law with your life. Only science can save you now. Whoa. What the? What is this? That was a flaming arrow. Surely they're not going to be firing arrows at me. Now that really scares me.
Riding to the rescue is our maverick scientist, Kevin Fong.
Heads up. Well, that's really nasty, actually.
That is a huge hole, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a medic. What part of my body is that?
Yeah, that's your liver. It is nasty, but the crossbow bolt's very sharp.
So you're going to be firing a crossbow bolt at me?
Well, and not just one crossbow.
What?
3 crossbows.
You are having a laugh.
But you're safe. You're safe because of this.
How is an apple going to stop an arrow?
You are going to be protected by a falling apple.
Oh, great, a falling apple. Well, they say you should face your fears. That one's gone right through, but I'm not sure a fear of high-powered crossbows is the sort of fear you need to confront. Forget it, I'm not doing it. It's ridiculous. Just don't know how I'm going to do it.
To understand how falling apples will stop the flaming arrow, you have to understand how gravity works.
All right, Ben, bit of a question. 1 apple, 5 apples, 5 times as heavy. If you drop them, which one gets to the ground first?
Right, I love this bit of physics because you might think it would be the 5 apples, but actually they both fall at the same rate, they both hit the ground at the same time because all objects fall at the same rate in a gravitational field.
That's what Isaac Newton told us. Yeah. And since you love it so much, I'm going to get you up there to demonstrate it.
Okay. Well, you better hold the ladder.
Yeah, don't worry about the ladder. It's not the most dangerous thing you're going to do today.
Right, so I hold them out.
Arms out.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, drop.
Pretty good, Kevin.
Fantastic. Yep, works every time.
So we're going to use this principle to save my life.
Yes.
How?
It is the old monkey and the hunter trick.
What's the monkey and the hunter trick?
A hunter sees a monkey hanging from a branch in a tree. He aims straight at it, but as he fires, the branch breaks. But the arrow still hits the monkey. This is because as the monkey falls, the arrow falls at exactly the same rate, so will always find its target.
I will be the hunter, shooting the crossbow.
Am I the monkey?
You, sir, will be the tree.
Right, so I'll be protected by the apples.
Oh, yeah. It works every time.
In theory, Kevin, but I need to know exactly how this rig is going to work.
OK, Ben, look at this. Very precise bit of engineering. This is a hunting bow, Ben. Look, feel the tension of this.
Come feel of it. What are you talking about? This is the most evil-looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
But it's perfect for what we want to demonstrate. This is going to be loaded with a flaming bolt. A laser sight on, and the bolt will follow, just like the hunter aiming at the monkey in the tree.
Yeah, that's meant to be pointing at the apple. It's not actually pointing at the apple.
Oh, that's not quite right.
Oh, you're joking.
Well, no, we'll get it sorted, but I'll just turn it off for now.
Can I just stop you there? This has got to happen to the millisecond 3 times, or I'm going to end up with a crossbow bolt in my liver. How are you going to drop the apples at the same time that you fire the bolt?
So, ingenious. I have to pull 2 triggers at the same time.
That's a bike handle.
Now, look, I think...
That's from your BMX. You've got a brake cable attached to a crossbow. I'm going to be standing under a bag of apples my life, Kevin.
I think you're focusing too hard on what this used to be. This is your survival.
I am so scared at the moment. I'm just speechless.
Well, you don't really need to say anything, to be honest with you. You just need to stand there and not move. You're having a bit of a moment there.
Yeah. I'm sort of dawning on me that I'm actually going to do this in a minute and stand in front of 3 high-powered crossbows. I've seen what they did to the cutout of me. Honestly, the power, the sound of when that thing hit was terrifying. Those are not big apples.
No, but they will be in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Actually, if you stand just here, X marks the spot.
I've stood over there and I've looked at those crossbows. It's a horrifying sight. There's something very deep and primal within me that tells me that is a very bad place to be standing. I'm beyond scared. I feel like I'm an idiot. I just don't know what I'm doing here.
So, bit of head protection for you here. Let's put this on. You got that okay? All right?
Yeah.
Got to have that on because, you know, King Harold, 1066 and all that.
Yeah, I got blinded.
No, mate. The arrow went through his eye, into his brain. He died.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Don't move, all right?
No, I'm not all right.
I'll see you later. Load the arrows!
Oh, God. Oh, no. If this goes wrong, I'm going to get hit by an arrow. By a flaming arrow. I trust the physics. I don't know if I trust Kevin.
Light the arrows.
Kevin, just give me a minute before you pull the thing. I just need to get my head in gear. There's no mental preparation for this.
Okay, everybody ready?
This is deeply uncomfortable. Is that Kevin crossing his fingers? Has Kevin got his fingers crossed?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Mate, you're still alive. It was extraordinary. That arrow must be fractions, hundredths of a second. And I saw it every single inch of the way. Absolute wreck. Oh, my. It did work.
Saved my Sir Isaac.
And gravity worked, literally right in front of my eyes.
Mate, well done.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm thanking you for.
Keeping you alive?
Yeah.
That's something to thank someone for.
Let's have a drink. Pint of cider.
Yeah, listen, Ben, that was great. That was really great. It was really exciting, but to be honest with you, the ending was a bit of a letdown. You have no idea. I would have loved to have seen you do that.
I would have done it in a heartbeat, mate. And you know, the worst thing is, you know, it's a massive cop-out. You lose loads of apples. Do you know, I would have done it with, like, a tangerine or something.
You have no idea. Oh, you know, I'm standing there really rigid at the end. They told me that if you move, you're at more risk of being hit by a bolt, because if the bolt isn't aimed directly at the apple, there's some kind of error in the direction of the arrow, you're more likely to get hit if you move it. And you can see me there. I'm standing. I absolutely, my arms went numb and I couldn't move for about 10 minutes afterwards. I was still standing there.
I'm not surprised. Does human brain not tell you to duck?
It does. I had to really talk myself into it to do it.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's the bravest thing I've ever done.
OK, so shall we just have a little recap of your bravery again?
Sure. Yeah. myself through these things. That has clearly been dubbed on. That clearly... that noise was not something that I made at the time. It was a deep, guttural, primal...
Yes.
bellow.
Well, I think you were very brave, Ben. And there's more epic heroism after the break as Ben gets to grips with supersonic train travel and I check out the fastest car on the planet. See you right after this. Welcome back to It's Not Rocket Science. Now, let's play a little game of word association. If I say the words Great British Inventions, what do you think of? Ben?
Let me see. The steam engine,
Yep.
of course. The telephone.
Good one.
I'm going to have the hovercraft.
Lovely.
Can I have the hovercraft?
You can indeed. Romesh?
I'd go Arsenal Football Club.
Is that an invention?
Is that even British?
Whoa.
Debatable.
That's not cool.
Contentious one. Well, I was thinking more along the lines of the world's fastest car. Now, the world land speed record was set in 1997 and currently stands at 763 miles an hour. But I went to meet a team of British engineers who want to smash that record in a supersonic car called the Bloodhound SSC. Ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of driving fast cars, especially ones like this British beauty. And today, I'm off for an exclusive look at the ultimate British thoroughbred. A groundbreaking, supersonic, rocket-powered car. Engineered in the UK to go faster than 763 miles an hour. The land speed record. This is Bloodhound SSC. Mark, hi.
Hi, really nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me. So this is the beast?
This is the Bloodhound.
Wow. You're now only a few months away from actually road testing the Bloodhound. How fast is it going to go?
So this will go 1,000 miles an hour.
This is going to go 1,000 miles an hour on land.
That's really difficult to think of. So that's...
Yeah, it's 1,000 miles an hour is quite an abstract concept for a car, right?
Sat in a football stadium, you blink as you close your eye. It comes in one side. As you open your eye, it goes through the other side.
So you blink and it's gone through a whole football stadium?
Blink and you missed it.
And how would you actually go about designing it?
There's no parallel to look at, so you've got to solve the problems as you find them up. You know, we never knew this is the shape the car would be.
And how do you get it correct? I mean, is it mathematical models? Is it testing?
It's all mathematics. It's all tested on a computer because you couldn't have a wind tunnel that would be quick enough to put this car in to then have a rolling road to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's going on around here?
So this is the noisy bit. So the top end's Eurofighter Typhoon engine. This engine on its own we can take to about 600 miles an hour.
Right.
To go faster than speed of sound, at 350 miles an hour, we turn on a rocket. So a rocket goes in this space down here. That's a hybrid rocket. When we tested the rocket in Newquay, it was the loudest noise on planet Earth that day.
So the people of Newquay got a bit of a shock?
It set off a few car alarms, yeah.
In the absence of the real rocket, to help me out, Mark set up a demonstration to explain how it works. So this is quite simply a scaled-down version of what's going to go into the Bloodhound.
But the one that's in the real Bloodhound is actually out of a rocket that takes satellites into orbit.
Incredible.
We start off by just igniting it. So you can see the fuel is evaporating, so the perspex is boiling on the inside.
Right.
That's lighting with the oxygen, and then we can control the flame with a flow of oxygen. If you turn the fuel off,
wow,
it just goes out.
Like any good car, the wheels will be pretty important. You appear to have reinvented the wheel. I mean, it's round, but apart from that, it looks like nothing I've ever seen before.
We've had to do a lot of testing on it because when we're going at 1,000 miles an hour, we're going faster than a bullet.
And it's going to be travelling in the desert over 11 miles. So what would happen if a stone actually did hit it?
Now, if there were any pieces that came off here, to protect the driver on the side of the cockpit, we've got some sheets of ballistic protection.
So it's a bulletproof car?
It's a bulletproof car.
It's been absolutely fascinating hearing all about Bloodhound, but when can we actually see her in action?
So in the summer, we're going to take it to the UK and we're going to get up to 200 miles an hour.
Fingers crossed. Well, best of luck. It's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it for myself. I was absolutely in awe of those engineers and what they were doing. There were so many interesting things. I learned so much. And, you know, Ben earlier was whining on about those bike handles that set off his crossbow. Well, to start the Bloodhound, they're actually using a drill bit.
That is such a testament to British engineering, just cutting corners. You know?
That wasn't my point, Romesh.
Who is the lucky guy that got to drive this?
The lucky man is Andy Green, Wing Commander, and he is here to speak to us. God, what a gig. How on earth did you get that?
Well, it's a case of, for this car, I have a unique advantage over just about anybody else. First of all, I'm a mathematician by training. All the best people are.
Oh, yeah.
Second of all, I've got the world's best day job. I fly jet fighters for the Royal Air Force. And here's the killer. I've also got previous experience because, of course, I was part of the team 17, 18 years ago that set the current world record, 763 miles an hour in the thrust supersonic car.
Perfect man.
So that sort of gave me an unfair advantage.
Oh, God, nobody likes to show off, mate. Do you get to wear, like, really cool clothes in it? Like, do you get, like, proper driving gloves with your initials on and stuff like that?
It's actually the best of both worlds. We're using the very best of motorsport and the very best of aerospace as well. So I'm using, like, a standard Formula 1 helmet, but I've then got the Eurofighter Typhoon mask that the guys wear in the jet fighters.
Yeah.
I've actually got one of those inside to give me an air supply. The race suit, which just looks like a normal racing suit, is actually twice as thick. And there's a layer in there which is actually completely fireproof. So it doesn't burn away over a period of time. It actually will protect me for a huge length of time. So we are using genuinely new technologies.
Well, hopefully that won't happen.
Correct.
But, I mean, normally when people break records, they want to go, you know, a centimetre more, a mile an hour faster, but you're going over 200 miles an hour faster than the previous record. What kind of new challenges is that going to bring?
So the challenges then of getting to 1,000 miles an hour are, first of all, keeping it on the ground, because the aerodynamic loads are huge.
Couldn't want to take off.
We have chosen the limit of modern technology. We are actually pushing all the way to the limits of physics as we see it today.
So when are we going to get to see her in action?
Basically, as soon as we can make that happen. This year is when we are building not only the funding to go to the desert, but also testing and assembling the car. Initial tests in Newquay. That, for us, will be a bit of slow-speed testing, 230 miles an hour.
Slow speed testing.
And once we finish that, fly out to the 12-mile-long desert Hakskeen Pan in South Africa, and that's where we start working up from 230, initially up to 800, and then the following year, 1,000 miles an hour.
So there are so many things that could go wrong. You're going at 1,000 miles an hour, and you're basically sitting on rocket fuel. Are you missing that part of your brain that warns you about danger?
Well, I'm incredibly lucky, both with the maths background, being able to engage with the engineers and work in developing the science. You know, I have seen enough of this science that we've developed over the last 8 years that I know this will work. It's also got, last count, 501 different sensors on the car, so we're measuring everything, step-by-step testing. We've also got 12 video cameras. And here's the exciting bit. This is the first land speed record car of the digital age. So we are going to be streaming live video and live data every single time we run to the whole world. It's making the most exciting race car in history available to everybody.
Listen, that does sound very exciting, and it is very exciting, but I'm about to make it even more exciting, OK? Because nobody leaves this show empty-handed. We've only gone and got you a car sticker, mate. Check this out. Because I think you're going to like this. My other car only goes 800 miles an hour. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, Wing Commander Andy Green.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, the Bloodhound is a sweet ride, but it's pretty exclusive. However, I have something incredible we could all be taking for a spin in the very near future. This is the Hyperloop. It's a conceptual high-speed transport system that's been put forward by engineer and entrepreneur Elon Musk. It's a new transport system which the idea is, he says, he can transport people from San Francisco to Los Angeles in only 40 minutes.
Wow.
I know. And basically, the way that it works, you build a long tube, you create a vacuum in the tube, and you fire the passenger compartment down the tube.
Just like that.
OK, I can see you're not convinced. Let me demonstrate this to you now. If you'd like to follow me round here, I'll just explain what's going on. So, Romesh, you see this box of table tennis balls there?
Yeah.
Can you see what's in the vise there at the other end of the tube?
I believe that's a table tennis bat, Ben.
It is indeed.
Nailed it.
If you would like to put a table tennis ball in that end of the tube, please. OK. Now, Rachel, this is a vacuum pump. This is going to pump the air out of the chamber, OK? Press the button.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not it,
Is
everyone.
That it?
If you're impressed by this, you are going to love this experiment. Right, so we've got the table tennis ball up here.
Yeah.
So this tube represents the track. The table tennis ball is the train, OK? So let's put our safety glasses on. Come around this side, because it's going to get a little bit fruity around there, Romesh. Right, what I have here is a pressure pump. This can get up to 100 psi pressure. Across here is some sticky tape. So the idea is we build up the pressure in here.
Yeah.
It breaks through the sticky tape.
Yeah.
It fires the ball along the tube. Now, you agree there's air in here,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to slow the table tennis ball down, right?
Right.
OK? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1...
Go and have a look. Go and have a look. It's damaged the bat, mate. You're not going to be able to take that back to the shop.
So that shows you what happens when we fire the table tennis ball through air. Now we're going to take the air out. So, Romesh, if you could put a table tennis ball in the end of the tube again.
Yeah.
Rachel, if you could pump the
ready
ball
for
down
this?
to the end of the tube.
I'm on it.
There it goes. The ball is loaded. Brilliant. OK, so now, Romesh, what I need you to do is seal that end of the tube with some sticky tape.
I've got tape here, buddy.
OK. Love your care and attention to that.
And, Ben, if I wanted to recreate this at home, could I just use a vacuum cleaner and some loo roll?
You are at liberty to do whatever you want with the vacuum cleaner and some loo roll. OK, now, Rach, we need to pump out the tube. I'll tell you what, we'll go to a safe place again. We'll just go
Okay.
around here, because there's a slight chance, of course, that the
That you might scream like a
tube-
girl.
Well, I could scream like a girl when the tube implodes on itself. So, yeah, we'll just pump this tube out now.
Should I do it again?
Yeah, so we can put the vacuum pump on. Now, what we need to do here is we need to keep pumping for quite a few seconds so that, obviously, we get all the air. You right, Rom?
I'm fine. It's just now I know it's going to make a loud noise.
It's all right, I'm here. I want to go after you.
OK, right, so are you ready? 3,
2,
1. Let's go round, let's go round.
Oh, my word!
Have you seen that? That has gone. That has taken the top right off the table tennis bat. That is the transport of the future, ladies and gentlemen.
What kind of speed was that ball going at?
That was going at around 800 miles an hour. So that is. You heard the bang?
Yeah.
That was the sonic boom as it went through the speed of sound.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? What do you think, Ron?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
No, listen, it was good, but I'm not completely convinced.
Right.
I think, really, for me to be convinced, I thought we have to do it with a melon.
You're really into fruit, aren't you?
I'm not really into fruit, but I just think melons are the future. I happen to have a melon here, actually.
Carry it with you.
I should have expected that. But yeah.
Well, I like to have a melon with me at all times. It's just one of my things.
OK, load the melon.
Yes, we're doing it with the melon, yes!
This is going to be carnage.
The melon is in position.
OK, would you please load the tube with a table tennis ball? Rach, off we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here it
I'll
comes.
give the people what they want.
So, table tennis ball locked and loaded. Remember, this isn't frivolous. That's the train. This is the track. That's a big watermelon.
That's Watermelon Station.
All right, Romesh, come with me. We need to retreat
I'm going to stand behind
to a
you.
safe place.
I don't want it to be watermelon.
This is going to be off
This
the
is yours.
charts.
You can go at the front.
Seriously, guys, this is TV history we're making right now.
Rachel, would you pump us down, please? There's a vacuum in that tube now. Are we ready? Counting down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Fire. Oh! Fantastic. Science in action, ladies and gentlemen. So we have come, sadly, to the end of the show. What have we learned tonight? Well, firstly, check your contract extremely carefully if anyone mentions flaming crossbow bolts. Second, if fire breaks out, very helpful to have a DJ at hand. And thirdly, Romesh never goes anywhere without a melon.
Why would you?
Next week, Ben will be solving the world's energy crisis.
It's like putting on a pair of glasses that's letting you see 100 years into the future.
Romesh will be using his nose to find love.
Do you think your body odour has potential?
Definitely. Smells astounding. And I'm risking my life once more in the name of science.
Why am I doing this? Oh my...
Until then, play safely on the planet, people. Good night.